Hey, CCP, Miss G here. I am missing you a ton. Today, I thought I would give you a little help with the packet that is online for you to print off and do on your own in your own time. But sometimes it's nice to have your teacher kind of walk you through it. So today I'm going to walk you through some of the pages in the packet, and then I'm going to also upload a fun song for you to practice at home. I think it's a really great song for what's going on in the world today, and it's called Count on Me, and it's by Bruno Mars, and I've got lyrics for you to sing along to and a video for you to watch, and I'll upload that along with our theory packet. So let's start with the theory packet, okay guys? If you have this printed out, go get it, and you can work while I'm talking. Or if you don't have it printed out, turn this off and come back when you do, and you can do each page along with Miss G, okay? So on the very first page, it says, know your notes. And this is an information only page, okay? So this is just a page for review so that you can remember what I already started teaching you this year, and we do it almost every day, especially first and second graders. Kindergarten, this is a little new to you, but this is everything you need to know about reading notes in music starts with the letter names of the lines and the spaces. And as you can see, the notes on the top staff have lines going through the middle of the note. So you can kind of see there's a line going through its middle. Do you see that? That's why those are called the line notes. And down below them, you can see the space or face notes, and there's no line in the center of these notes, okay? The line notes are in the order of this poem, Every Good Boy Does Fine. We also used another poem. Are you thinking of it right now? We did it with our hand staff. Remember how we put our hand up and we said, elephants going backwards, doing flips. So it's the same as every good boy does fine, because the letter E for every is also E for elephants. G for good or G for going. B backwards, D doing, F flips, or E every, G good, B boy, D does, F fine. So you want to memorize the first letter of whatever poem you decide to use to help you remember that. And our hand can represent the lines of the music. Whoops, that's another page. The lines of our music staff. So you can think of it as really close together. But that's what we're doing. We're giving a template with our hand of the lines. Now, guess what? In between the lines are the spaces, just like the face space. And if you remember, the reason we say face is because face is the letters that spell the word, and they are the letters in the spaces for the notes. F, A, C, E spells the word face. And that's how we remember at first until we maybe, really start to use them a lot. Then pretty soon, if we're playing piano, or if we're playing another instrument like a guitar, or maybe you've got a recorder at home, then it becomes a little more natural to name them without saying the poem. So let's try it without saying the poem. E, G, B, D, F. Those are the line notes. How about the space notes? F, A, C, E. Now here's the part that you need to remember. Every time a note is on the bottom line, now the bottom line, guys, if I hold my paper up, my bottom line faces the ground. Do you see how this one's closer to the ground and this one's closer to the ceiling? This is the lowest pitch. This is the highest pitch. And these are going up. That's called ascending. These are also starting low to high. They're going up. They're ascending. When we put them all together on the staff, they make up the music alphabet. And they go from this note, which is C, all the way up to this note above the staff. They've got it written as G, all right? And this one is all of the notes that we use in the C major scale. Did you notice something? It only went up to G. Did you see that? And then it started over again with what letter? Can you see? C, D, E, F, G starts over with, did you say A? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It started over again. That's how music works. You know what? Every song ever written, every song ever played, every song ever sung is based on those notes. Let's count how many there are. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. How many notes are there in music? There are only 7. That's the only letters of the alphabet that we use. We don't use H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, or Z. Those make our words, don't they? But they don't make music. Music only goes to G and starts over again with A. So you only have to worry about 7 letters. Easy peasy, right? Let's do the first page of our packet now that we've done our review. The first page of our packet says letter names of the spaces, and it says G for treble clef. Boys and girls, some of us this year, we practiced, 2nd graders, we practiced making these treble clefs. Do you remember? We made a line down, a sail around, and we curled around the G line. That's why it's also called a G clef, because its curl is going around the 2nd line of the music staff. Do you remember what notes on the 2nd line? Elephants. Did you say G? Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elephants go. The 2nd line is G for go. Okay? So it curls around the 2nd line, and that's how we make it. We know what's fun to do is just to trace your treble clefs. See if you can make that design on your page. Just trace it. Just for fun. It's fun to do. It says the first space is F. So on this page, we're mostly working on the names of the spaces. The 2nd space is A. We already went over this, didn't we, guys? The 3rd space is C. And the 4th space is E. We spelled the word. What's the word? Face. All right? The names of the spaces spell face. And down at the bottom, guys, it says fill in the blanks, or fill the blanks. And then they give us 4 questions that we need to answer. Number 1, the first space is, well, it told us right here. The first space is what? F. And so we're going to write in, right there, the letter F. Boom. Then it goes on. The 2nd space is, you fill in the blanks. The 3rd space is, the 4th space is, and you write in your letters. I'm not writing them in for you. You do that. This is your work, right? Are you doing it with me? If you're not, get it printed out. You can do it. It's not too hard. You've got this. So those are our spaces. The next page, I'll bet it's about, name these notes. They spell the words. Oh, wait a second. Is that the next one? Yes, that's the next one. For a minute there, I thought I skipped a page. Yep. Name these notes. They spell words. And so you get to look at E, G, B, D, F. So now what are we doing? Lines or spaces? E for elephants, G for going, B for backwards, D for doing, F for flips. So we're obviously doing the names of the lines. Our fingers are the lines, aren't they? So we are going to be looking at a note and saying, what line is that on? Is it on line 1, 2, or 3? I hope you said 3 because it's 1, 2, 3. Which note goes with line 3? 1, 2, 3. You should write the note B on that line. Let's do the next one. There's our B. We wrote it in. What note is this? Is it on line 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Let's look at it. Is it closer to the ground or the ceiling? To the ground. It's line 1, and it is a, did you say E? You're right. Let's write in letter E. So we're starting the beginning of a word, be. But now we have to finish the word, and then there's a line that will tell us that we are finished with the first measure. Measures divide music up so that we only need to put a certain number of beats between each bar line. That's what those are called, okay? So now we're going to put in another note for another word on line 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Which one does that one line up with? Did you say 2? Good. What's the note for line 2? Did you say G? Nice job. So I'm going to put my G in. I've spelled a word. B-E-G spells. Your dog does this when they're hungry for a treat. They beg. So we have the word beg. Okay, so we're spelling words with our music notes. That's kind of fun. So we do it for each one of these measures. In between each of the bar lines, we're going to spell another word. Okay? Let's do the last measure together, this one, just for fun. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Did you say 5? It matches that note. What letter is number 5? Let's see if you write down the same one that I do. I bet you did. Did you write down F? Mm-hmm. And then we have 2 of the same pitches. Are you noticing that this one and this one look the same? They're on the same line. They're both on line number 1. What is on line 1? Elephants are on line 1. Hopefully they didn't break the line because they're very heavy. So we're going to put 2 E for elephants in a row. And we're going to spell another word. And that word is fee. A fee is something that you pay when you owe someone. You pay the fee. Okay? Or maybe you pay the fee to get into the carnival. Maybe you pay the fee to get into the arcade, if you like to go to the arcade and play games. So wherever you go where you have to pay, you're paying the fee. All right, so we have 2 words, beg and fee. I'm anxious to see what else you come up with because there's more words to do on this page. Let's look at the bottom. We have some more fill the blanks, and it says number 1, the line is E. And they're asking us, guys, what line number is E? They're showing us down here at the bottom. Is it the 4th, the 2nd, the 1st, the 5th, or the 3rd? So we're saying an E is on which line? Is it 4th, 2nd, 1st, 5th, or 3rd? I'm going to write down my answer. Let's see if you get the same one that I did. Did you get 1st? The first line is E because it's number 1 and it's on the bottom. And the rest of them don't go in order. They try and confuse us. They try and mix us up. So see if you can come up with the rest of those in fill in the blanks. Okay? Good stuff, guys. I think we have time to do one more page today. This one is kind of a review, and together we do the lines and the spaces. So I'm going to fold my page back so you cannot get confused with the page before it. Let's see if I can make it neat so we don't miss out on seeing anything at the end of the page. Okay. All right, guys. It says letter names of lines and spaces. And it says, it shows us, again, a review of the line notes, elephants going backwards doing flips, and again, a review of FACE. Man, they must want us to know these. These must be important. Guess what? Every song we ever write or ever listen to or ever get to play is based on these notes. There's some more in another clef, but we don't need to know those today. We just need to know treble clef today, okay? So, what are we doing on this page? It says name the notes. They spell words. Oh, great. I'm making some more words. This is fun. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to count up, and I'm going to say first, though, am I counting line or space on this note? I have to look at it. Is there a line through it? If there's a line through it, I'm going to use this section, and I'm going to see what note looks like this one. Is it on the bottom? Is it the first line, second line, third line, fourth line, or fifth line? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if it's the fourth line, then it's the letter. Let's see if you write down what I write down. The letter D. Did you get it? Bet you did. Line or space, next note. It's a space, so I'm looking up here. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 2. I'm writing it down. I'm looking at my next note. Line or space? It's a line note. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I'm going to write my letter. Let's see if you matched. Did you write Dad? That's a great thing to write, isn't it? Okay. And I'm sure if you show your dad, you can say, here's your name written in music. I wonder what it would sound like to play those notes. I'm going to get my recorder out. I'm going to play the note D on my recorder. And the one it's showing is a high D. So this is how I play a D. Listen to low D. Listen to high D. Hear the difference? This is high D on this page that we just looked at. So here's high D. Here's an A. And here's a high D. I just played Dad. D, A, D. I can sing it. Try and sing it with me. D, A, D. Did you sing it out? The first time I wasn't singing out, was I? Second time I was really using my voice and singing out. I hope you were too. Okay, boys and girls, you can go all the way through, spell out all these words, okay? And then it says, the lines are, and it asks you to name them again. It wants to know that you really know the letter names of our lines. And then it says, the spaces are, and it wants you to name them again. Remember, elephants going backwards doing flips. F-A-C-E. What are you going to put on those lines? Are you going to put elephants? No, you're going to put E for elephants. You don't write elephants because music doesn't really have an elephant in it, unless it's a song about an elephant. All right, that's good. 3 pages. If you get 3 pages done this week, we'll do some more next week. All right, so you don't have to do them all at the same time. You could do 1 page and take a break, do another page and take a break, and then come back and do 1 more, right? So I'm excited well, at least you got to see me, and I am envisioning all of you. I'm seeing you in my mind's eye out in front doing your work and keeping busy at home. Don't forget to do your exercising, all right? Which brings me to the song we're going to do, which is called Count on Me, all right? And I'll upload that song. Do you remember how Miss G always does kind of movements with the song called choreography? Yeah, I'm going to be thinking about something I can do along with the song. But for this week, just practice the song, all right? And as you're practicing the song, I would like you to think about who you might want to sing it to. Now, you can't go out and sing it to somebody because you can't get too close to them right now. Can you sing it to your mom and dad? Yeah. Can you sing it to your brothers and sisters? Uh-huh. Maybe your grandma and grandpa are at home with you. Whoever is there would love to hear you sing it. So I want you to practice it and sing along, okay? It's a great song, and I know you're going to love it. And then I'll come back next week and we'll do some choreography with it. But for today, I just thought We need to have a fun song that we can sing along to, guys. So it's called Count on Me, and it's by Bruno Mars. So you're going to get 2 things, theory packet, song to practice, and I hope you have a really good weekend, and I hope to see you next Friday. All right, guys. Happy days. Mwah. See ya. Miss you.